want your business to be a part of the 90% of businesses that fail as startup, then you would want to watch this video till the end. Alex, oh my God, I'm so glad you're on here. Alex has 30 plus years of helping business owners just crush it by taking advantage of complicated tax laws and also setting up their businesses correctly. Alex is a 7-figure earner. He has the credentials, okay, to talk to us because I am a business owner as well. I need Alex in my life. And so I had to bring him on here so that if you want to start a business or you already started a business, but you want to make sure that you're on the path to at least being the 10% of businesses that make it, then this video is for you, okay? And I'm excited to have Alex here. Alex, please, let's get straight into this. What is it that is keeping businesses or that is really causing up to 90% of businesses to just not make it? Please talk to me because I need to avoid those things.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to serve others and to be on your show and discuss this with you. The number one reason, and it basically boils down to about 4 different reasons why most business owners are not successful. Number one, they take advice from the wrong people. Think about it for a second. Would you ever ask advice about marriage from someone who's been married and divorced 4 times? Of course not. You would never ask someone who cannot see for directions. Why would you take advice about business from someone who has never owned a business? People are constantly asking advice of people who are not qualified to help them. That's the number one reason. And as a result of that, they end up talking themselves out and they never even start the business. That's the number one reason.
Wow. Alex, listen, thank you. Isn't it funny how you literally have that as your first point after I just, gave your introduction and let them know that, listen, Alex is qualified to talk to us. Because, from your background, Alex, you've been running a business for years now. You've been helping a ton of businesses. We see your resume and you have the credibility, to be able to talk. I will listen to your advice because you've helped businesses. You've been seeing the mistakes they're making over and over again. And so you have the experience. So thank you so much for that. Please be very mindful of the people that you get advice from. What's the next point?
The next one would be business organization. A lot of people have no idea how to set up their business. There are many different forms of a business. You can start off as an LLC. You could be an LLC that's a partnership, an LLC that's a corporation, or an LLC that is a partnership. Okay? And any one of those, or an S Corp, C Corp, any one of those. Or you could choose not to be an LLC and just set it up as a sole proprietorship, a C Corp, an S Corp, or a partnership. So it's important to understand the difference, which is why we started our website, to be able to explain the differences between all those organizations so that you can choose one that's proper and correct for you.
So what happens if I register my business wrongly? For instance, if I pick a business type that doesn't really work well with the kind of business I'm running, like what will happen?
I've seen this 1,000 times at least. You have the best intentions. You go on a website. You start the process to begin your business. And you say, well, my spouse is my partner. And then when the IRS asks you how many owners, you say 2. And it's really only one of you working in the business. As a result, if you don't choose, the IRS chooses for you. And as a result, they'll set you up as a partnership. And then you decide not to do the business anymore for whatever reason. Well, guess what? You've already started a partnership and you're going to get hit with a huge penalty for not having filed taxes for the partnership. The fees or the charges or the penalties that the IRS can charge can range anywhere between $270 per month per partner, okay, and can be a maximum of $4,990 per year for every year that you're filing that tax return late. So there are huge consequences.
Oh my God. Wow, Alex, that's a lot. Wow. So another question I want to ask you is, because you are a tax expert and your other company DIYBizPro.com that you have with your business partner, who is actually a lawyer, who is a business lawyer for 20 plus years.
Correct.
You guys, yeah, the thing I wanted to ask you, yeah, you guys help people form their businesses, but my question is, why can I not just go on my laptop and try to form my business?
Well, it goes back to our second point. The majority of websites that are out there do not do a great job explaining the differences in the different structures. You plug in your information, you start your business, and that's it. Half the time, the structure is incorrect. If you go on our website, DIYBusinessPro.com, you'll see a bunch of videos that explain the differences in structures and help you to choose and decide which structure is best for yourself. And not only in English, but we also have it in Spanish. Most of those other websites, we've yet to find another website that actually has it in Spanish as well. Okay?
Do you guys, when somebody fills out their information, do you guys actually like help the person register the business, or do they just come and learn the differences? Like, what do you do? What do you all really do?
So when they enter all their information on the website, after they've chosen the correct structure for themselves and paid a nominal fee to start their business, because again, an attorney or an accountant can charge anywhere between $1,500 and $2,500 to start a business. On our site, it's around $500.
That's a good deal.
Yes. And then so you fill in all your information, and then someone, not an AI, not a bot, actually grabs the information and registers you for business for you. Now, we promise on the website to do it between 24 and 48 hours, but for the most part, it's done the same day.
Oh, wow. My God. Wow, Alex.
Most people who want to start a business actually own property as well. If they're doing multiple businesses or multiple LLCs, we do have offer a discount in that case. Absolutely.
Okay, you all. So, wow. I'm going to put their link in the description in case, you need to register your business. I would strongly recommend them because of their credentials, because of him and his business partner are not just people who talk. They just talk and not do. No, these are people who know what they're doing, and they've been doing it for years and years. So it's just, there's no better way. Okay. So Alex, please get on to the third point, because this conversation, I need it as a business owner.
Well, we talked a little bit about taxes before and the incorrect forming of the business. I think mistake number 3 would be not actually filing the taxes for the business. I can't tell you how many times, even legal practices. I'm talking about businesses that you think would know better, real estate companies, people who drive Uber, people who are self-employed, who don't file the taxes. So it's important not only to file on time, but to actually file the tax return. Not wait 2, 3, 4 years later and have to pay ridiculous penalties just because you didn't get around to do it. And if it's not something you want to do yourself, then hire a professional. We're available. We can recommend somebody that might be closer to you. We've mentored thousands of businesses. And as a result, we started a mentoring program just for other accountants and tax professionals also with smartprettax.com that helps them to be able to advise small business owners as well.
Wow. I actually have a question for you, and this is a personal question. This is serious. So, Alex, there are times when I want to file my taxes, and I told you guys we needed Alex, and I'm the first. So there are times when I used to file my taxes like with my spouse, and the person that I file my taxes with would just say, "Oh, do you own a business?" I say yes, and then they would just ask me, because that time my business was just a side hustle, and he would say things like, "Okay, how much did you make?" I'm like, "Oh, I just made $3,000 this year, my side hustle," and he would just put in the information here and there. And is that what you mean by filing taxes, or am I supposed to do like something completely different?
Well, that leads me to number 4, which is not having proper documentation for your business. In other words, being disorganized. I have a saying that I tell people: you can't win it if you're going to win it. You must be organized with your business, just like anything else. You have to treat your business like your job until your business pays you more than your job. So it's very, very, very important. You have to be organized. You have to keep proper track of your expenses, proper track of your income. Okay. And with that hire a professional, whether it's us or someone else, that understands the complicated tax laws when it comes to small businesses and will take advantage of some of the complicated stuff so that you can pay zero taxes and still earn income.
Wow. So, oh my God. So you mean that they should have done the taxes differently, like the business tax, they should have not mixed it with our personal?
Well, in some cases, if it's a small business like a single member LLC, it's a separate form that's going to be included in the personal tax return. Okay? But it should be a form that's actually worked on and not just winged. It should be filled out correctly with the proper expenses that you actually incurred in your business. And obviously, you're going to report the income that you earn as well.
Yeah, because I think the tax preparer wasn't asking all the details, because from what you're saying, it shows that there was a little bit more effort that should have been put into it, and really just like checking my business bank account and literally doing more. But no, it was just like, okay, how much did you make in your business? Just give like a number and then, oh, okay. And that was it.
I think it's important to ask the right questions if you're going to be a tax professional, and also to charge correctly as well. Because if you think about it for a second, if you're going to go into someone and you're going to have them prepare your tax return and you want to pay them the absolute minimum fee to prepare your tax return, they're not going to do the same type of work that someone who's going to really dig in there and get all the expenses in to help you to maximize your refund or to reduce your tax liability.
Wow. Oh my God, thank you so much. Please, if you have any questions for Alex, just send me an email or just leave it in the comment section so that we can bring Alex back on here. Until next time, remain ever blessed. Again, if you have any questions for Alex, he will come back here to answer your questions. And please check him out on all social media platforms. I'm going to leave it in the description. And don't forget to implement all that he has said so that you don't become part of the statistics that says 90% of businesses fail. We want to be the 10%. All right. Thank you guys. Bye, everyone.